Now, Boosie, you in the studio with Tip. Y'all working on the album. It might be finished. You was going hard on Terrence Gangster Williams. And not from my perspective, like you was going hard on him. You know what I'm saying? Me, I really don't. I'm there's nothing to go hard like that on him for, because if you understand the game and you understand people, people gonna do what they want and they're gonna do what's best for them. Like Alpo said, I did what's best for me. He ain't like being called a rat. He ain't like being called a snitch, a tattletale, a betrayal. Benedict on. He didn't want to be called all that. Why? Because it hurt his feelings. Because he know it was the truth. Nobody want that on their name, but it is what it is. If you did it, own it. But you can't say, yo, the nigga was dead. That's the only thing. If he was dead, then you like, because then it goes back to, all right, so if he didn't die, then what? You wouldn't give them the information you want. It's not about your people suffering more consequences or going to jail, getting more time. The betrayal is giving them information that they didn't know. That's it. So it don't, it ain't, it don't, like, at this point, after like the 6ix9ine and all this stuff, people are desensitized to people cooperating. It's not the game. It's not the same. And honestly speaking, a lot of these rules were made for people to get away with crime. Like whoever came up with snitching was a coward that wouldn't, that, and this is my opinion. The person that came up with snitching is a coward because they didn't want to go to jail for something that they was doing. They wasn't going to own it. So they are the type of person that is willing to let somebody else go to jail for something that they did. And if you tell, no, it wasn't me, you did it, they are not willing to own their own crime. So they will let you go to jail for their crime and tell you that you are a betrayal, you are a tattletale, you are a snitch, you are a rat. If you are willing to tell the truth, I'm not going to say to save your ass, but if you are willing to tell the truth and you're not in cahoots with these people, if you're not a part of it, the people that made the word snitch is cowards because they don't want to go to jail for whatever crime that they do. And if it ain't a crime, even if it's a little kid in the house and your mother tell you don't go in the cookie jar, and you go in the cookie jar, you are being defiant. You are being disobeyed. You disobeying your parents. If your mother tell you don't go in the cookie jar, don't then and you go in the cookie jar and your little sister see and tell, oh my, ain't going in the cookie jar. The reason you calling her a tattletale is because you're doing wrong. You're disobeying your mother's rules. Your mother, your father, the judge, whatever it is. You can't obey, whether it's the law or your parents. So when you're doing wrong, just so you don't get punished or penalized, if someone sees it, the word rat, snitch, cat, whatever, though that was created in that environment so people can get away with crime. And it's to the point that a person like Takeoff could get murdered in front of 30 people and nobody says nothing. And 20 of those people ain't got nothing to do with it. But our culture or the streets culture has become the neighborhood culture, which has now become hip hop culture, that if you tell the truth and you ain't got nothing to do with it, that you a snitch or you a rat or you a whatever. Think about how many people that's in jail right now for something that they didn't do just because they didn't tell the truth. Because the guilt of feeling like they're going to be a snitch, they did not tell for something that ain't have nothing to do with them. Just because they don't want to be labeled a snitch, but they left their whole family. Kids, moms, aunts, because they being stand up to a code in the street because they don't want to be, that word is so bad that a person is willing to go to jail for something that they ain't got nothing to do than to be called, to be labeled a betrayal. Think about it. I ain't no snitch. I ain't no snitch. So you gonna go do 10 years because your man did it and threw the gun and it landed at your feet and the police came and grabbed you and grabbed the gun and you were just standing out there chilling. I ain't no snitch. And you gonna go and leave your family for 10, 20 years because that word messes with black men so bad and Italians that a dude really will go to jail and be proud. So I don't agree with people saying, oh, because they dead, then you telling on a dead man what's going to happen to him. Okay, let's say a dude kills your or kills and rapes your mother, and then somebody comes out and say, oh, this dude did it. Forget all that. You see these people at Emmett Till's, the lady that they found that blamed that on Emmett Till. This lady's in a hospice. Now that this information has came out, they are marching and protesting at the hospice, trying to get this lady locked up. Now, do she deserve it? Of course. But my point is this: look how much time went by, and people are protesting in front of this lady's house today. And she's in hospice. She's on her deathbed, if you don't know what hospice means. And they trying to get her arrested right now. So I'm just saying, if you think that telling on a person that's dead will not have no consequences whatsoever, I disagree. When talking about murders, Just my opinion. Hey, you know, to each his own. But if you ask me, did they do something wrong? Yeah, they did something wrong. They know they did something wrong. But don't sit here because even the general loses his stripes. So you could be his gangster and have all the street credit if you want. You could lose a stripe. In the military, you do something wrong, you violate, you lose a stripe. Y'all could lose a stripe. But I want to see how now Boosie got to be fair. Boosie, you got to be fair. You was going at that dude Terrence for the same exact thing. Same exact thing, brother. Same exact thing. That's why you got to be careful with, being strongly opinionated in certain situations. But like I said, with I wouldn't want to see that that man had life in jail, man. You know what I'm saying? I can understand uh him doing that for him. You know what I'm saying? Would I give him a pass if I was Birdman? No, I wouldn't. Hell no, I wouldn't. I'll be scared to death of that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because if they was trying to get me back from back in the day and you went and told them some stuff, I would be scared. I wouldn't trust that you didn't tell them nothing about me. I just would. You know, brother, I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't care. I just wouldn't care. So and like I've been around Birdman. That's a stand-up dude. Like I can see him being paranoid to death. It is not easy to get in his circle. You know what I'm saying? I could see him like, oh no, 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 you know. But at time, you never know. Time is a mother. Time is a mother. At some point, Birdman might, if they haven't already, he might have a conversation with him. He might keep him, keep him at the distance with a 10-foot pole, you know, maybe. I don't know. But from what, people saying he don't mess with him, I don't know. You know, with time comes maturity, with time comes forgiveness. Time gives a lot of things. So you never know what happened, man. You never know what happened. I just wouldn't trust him. You know what I'm saying? Family or not, I wouldn't trust him. Not saying that he would do anything to hurt his family, but telling on some of those old crimes is like it's like a tree. If you go back to the root and you tell all them old crimes, you see these how it branches off. This led to this beef, that led to that 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 beef. You know what I'm saying? So he going back and telling the root of stuff. a lot of stuff done transpired from here and caused stuff to go ahead. And he might have went to jail and then did 20 years and stuff was going on. You know what I'm saying? That murder game is a different thing. That murder game is a different thing because there ain't no statute of limitations on it. And then you talking gang stuff too. So I don't know, man. But shout out to Terrence and T.I. Like I said, like Alpo said, he did what was right for him. You know what I'm saying? And if you own it, what can people say? Like, what can people say if you own? Yo, I did it, and like it ain't no more to be said on this. It ain't no more to be said on this. That's why I got out the game, so I ain't have to deal with stuff like that. You dig?
Stay the L.
ABL, stay out the
Follow
street.
those cats. Choke, though, choke. You already know. Let's go out the gray, go. Now I'm out the game. Feel good, not pitching in the hood. And I really don't think I could. Go back to selling crack and stashing them packs in my ass. I maintain weekly money the same. And nah, I don't go through them games. Niggas testing my brain with them triple beams filled with change. Pot crack, grams in the drain. Getting hit with the fake exchange. Like baking soda flour. After being on Broadway for hours. Getting knocked, being back at start. Niggas testing if I got heart. Pushing me to pop some shots. Just stop the ball before the start. Old lady with the binocs. Give description to cops. Why they try to tear us apart with that good cop, bad cop. I ain't going for the game, he ain't tell you a thing. Your partners with them saying the same. You tighten them cuffs till you see veins. Stop fucking yanking them down. They might fuck you if you ain't sane. And nigga never sniff cocaine. And I don't care what game or part of the area you claim. Pray Scarface, you must be insane. Nigga, Tony fucked the boy's Dane. His right hand man, he's slain to get his back blown out the game. Do it on the low, let nobody know. No pillow talk to home. And if he step on your toes, don't bust a blame. Cause everybody will know. Or get out the game. They say that change is good. It's a lot of stress in the hood. And I know if you could, you would. Get out the game, but you stuck in that time. Where the nigga in public like shine. For a witness to drop a dime. For self-defense, do or die. Celebs doing time. Mike Vick on the child line. Even Kobe, Jason Williams, Gage, kick like Shinobi. Little Kim for perjury. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Let's go. When it's late night, make sure it's packed tight. And when you take those flights, never eye the Jake in sight. And shake them fuckers when they dead to right. Making a fifth go rumble. Because of stick of trouble. Blasting your gap for a cat, for in fact, for some crap that don't involve you. For some dudes that don't love you, all they wanna do is pawn you until you go down. And don't do shit for you when you lock down, or even when you touch down. But they tell you to go to the pound. The same block that gave you a pound. Years in the pen, now you live it again. What mind state are you in? When you back it for 10, and you was just waiting for a teen to come home to relive it again. Entrapment should be a sin. The way they reel us in, we'll roll a us to a revolving door to bring us in. This shit is insane. The game is insane. The game will fuck with your brain. That's why I'm out the game. Yeah. Just get out the game, man. I know they told y'all there's only 2 ways out. Jail and death. Nah, just get out, nigga. Just get out, man. It's easy. Just walk away, nigga. If they care about you, they'll let you go. If you in the game and you want to go and get a better life and they won't let you walk away, what do that say? Get out the game, nigga. You want to sleep easy, nigga? Look at these rap niggas, nigga. You want to be the next rapper? Trapper, clapper, federal indictment rapper, huh? I keep telling y'all niggas, man, get out the game, man. Joke no joke. Grego, you already know. The beast is chemical, baby. That's why I'm out the game.